yard with no seedling kept from growing. We want a rebirth till the seas and land are slowly made new, made new, made new, made new. We want the whole earth, we want the whole earth made new, made new. We want the whole earth, we want the whole earth made new.
The things that make my faith come alive include music and art and nature and being with my family.
Getting a chance to be amongst God's creation, in the woods, and the hills, and the fields, away from civilization.
Well, these days I just have to look outside and see the glorious sunshine, bursts of green, and some new spring color. That makes my heart sing.
When I was in first grade, I decided I wanted to be a first grade teacher. I was in formal education for 55 years. What lifts my faith? It is working with children. It is working with people.
And I think my faith really comes alive through music. Not that that's a big shock. I think anybody that knows me well knows that I love music and I'm a composer, but I just feel closer to God when I'm working with music and feel spiritually more connected with God through music.
My faith comes alive when I talk to other people about how God has changed my life.
When I hear laughter, specifically children's laughter, when I'm sharing or somebody's sharing their good or bad news, when I can just be helpful and listen to a friend.
Being the piece to someone else's puzzle, or meeting someone who completes my puzzle. Someone I know was not put in my path by accident.
Just seeing people being kind to each other and helping each other, the beauty of nature and seeing all of God's creation, and uplifting and joyful music that glorifies God in His name. That makes my heart sing.
When we're worshiping together, and more specifically, whenever we have the moment of silence on a Sunday morning, I always find that is such an important part to help me connect with my own spirituality and with God.
To be among people who accept, respect, and value differences, as I have experienced here in this church.
I like when I see people doing good for other people, whether it be a kind gesture or even a good comment. I do that myself, and I intend to be doing that more. That really restores my faith in humanity.
What brings my faith to life is being with other people, whether they're those from my childhood days in Willowick, Ohio, to my besties from Malone, to those I met along the way, and especially my family.
I love to read and learn new things, so reading books by some of my favorite faith authors definitely makes my faith come alive.
And what makes my faith come alive? It's doing the Word, not just reading the Word.
My faith comes alive when I'm outside, whether I'm at an event, a concert particularly. It's one of my favorite things to do, and just being outside, listening to music makes me feel really connected, and just really at peace.
Watching people help one another, help family, help friends, help complete strangers, and even more so when I get the chance to do that.
Also, podcasts. I love listening to podcasts because I love listening to interviews from different perspectives. I like to be challenged to think about things a little bit differently.
But also worshiping and talking with others who also are excited about our relationship with Jesus and moving forward and deeper with that.
I also come alive when I see my children exhibit the values that I have taught them.
And what about you guys?
Our faith comes alive by playing.
What do you think, bud? You get the gist.
Oh, make a new earth. In your mercy, come restore us. Fly flowering and fertile. Make a garden here among us. Oh, we want a rebirth. We want every field and forest made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new.
I hope since I'm retired, I can be put in connection with children and adults that possibly I could raise their spirits and let them know on those bad days, maybe if you just say a little prayer and look to above, you'll get an idea of what you should do to make it be a positive day.
Just in being more connected and more active after a really rough winter.
Well, right now I'm kind of going through, I think, a season of change and doubt, and I would love to see new life be able to spring up within myself. And if I'm being just totally honest about it, that's where I would like to see a lot of change, because sometimes I feel like I'm not as close to God as I need to be or want to be.
I hope to do a little bit more in-depth study, so drilling down on some of the things that I have questions on, that I bet you do too, that will enrich my thinking, my heart, and my actions.
And I want to see new life come in rejuvenated life in our family members, through new treatments that they're getting for their health issues this year.
I want to see new life spring up in my friendships, my confidence, my decisiveness and dedication, my organizational skills, my curiosity and understanding, and my self-care.
Becoming more still. Something I really struggle with. But becoming more still and making more time to reflect or pray or manifest and possibly hear God.
See my children develop their confidence and to see them happy and successful in their lives and the direction they're going. And additionally, to see the school that I am involved with to take flight and become my new full-time job.
Besides no more snow, some great weather, and just an all-around talking to people that I don't know, seeing how they're doing, maybe making some new acquaintances would be great.
I have been very busy over the last 15 to 20 years, in part to fill up my time so I didn't have to think about the hard stuff. But I know it's taken a toll on me, so I don't want to work so hard.
I'm also excited for new life to spring up very soon when both of my kids are out of the house. Lee is finishing their junior year of high school, so I only have one more year left of being the school volunteer and the chauffeur. I know that there's a lot of changes coming, and some of them are going to be hard, but I'm excited to see what comes next.
Rather than a specific area, I would just be open to whatever God has for me, really. I'm just trying to be open and receptive to whatever He's got for me.
Made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth. Made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth. Made new, made new.
My faith comes alive by remembering. In meditation, I return to my breath, but in faith, I return to God's breath, which is the source of the beauty that surrounds us, if only we would remember to look. In meditation, my breath never fails. I just stop paying attention. In life, God never fails. I just stop paying attention. In remembering, I find that my faith, too, never failed. I just stopped paying attention. Open Table Friends Church has given my faith a safe home to thrive, and I am paying attention, and I remember. Happy Easter.
We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new, made new. We want the whole earth. We want the whole earth made new.
There's always sunshine. It might be rainy and cloudy, but that sun's up there behind the cloud.